on Iwtv News.
The Marshall Plan.
Something about ground balls on brand new turf was just perfect.
National Trio Day.
We have 2 advisors on staff that work very closely with our students.
5th grade career fair.
We expose them to a couple different healthcare occupations.
Right on target.
Like to shoot, man. They do well together.
From the campus of Iowa Western, you're watching Iwtv News.
Hello and welcome to our latest edition of Iwtv News here from the Dr. John and G. Marshall Softball Baseball Complex. I'm J.J. Davis. And you heard right. That's right. The good doctor and his wife have done it again. Forked out some big bucks. And this whole complex is not one of, if not the best, in all of JUCO land. It's penciled into the lineup over a year and a half ago. The Dr. John and G. Marshall Softball Baseball Complex is a hit. In the shadow of the Reaver Rainbow, the official dedication ceremony goes deep.
A couple other individuals. When I became the president a couple of years ago, we needed to do some upgrades on both baseball and softball, and they're looking at a few things.
In the very beginning, Dr. Kenny Sr. and I had a little discussion that revolved around a scoreboard.
And soon, it becomes more than just the scoreboard. Iowa Western throws a complete game and rolls in with a complete makeover. And now?
After we toured this facility, we got back to the airport and she said, well, this is an Arizona woman, born and bred now. Well, looks like we're moving to Iowa.
I have 2 goals to achieve. One was to be a part of a progressive athletic department with a championship mentality, and 2 is to bring home a softball championship. I remember the day we got a text from Coach saying we would be on the field that afternoon, and I had never been more excited to go to practice. I think me and my teammates stayed after for hours to take extra reps because something about ground balls on brand new turf was just perfect.
Thank you, Dr. John and G. Marshall, for all you've done for Iowa Western and our community. Thank you. I'm just really glad and proud. We both are very proud about what we are seeing here today, and we know what will go on and grow with the future. So thank you all for attending, and thank you for being a part of Iowa Western baseball and softball.
Their names are on the Wellness Center, and now they're penciled into the lineup just down the road. The Dr. John and G. Marshall Softball Baseball Complex. It's a family affair. The Reaver family. Then, more picture-taking time as the grandchildren throw out the first pitch. And first baseball and then softball. Now to the games. The 5th-ranked baseball team grabs a 6-zip lead over Southeastern, but the Blackhawks come swinging back and outscore the Reavers 11-7. And on the women's side, Big Blue blanks the visitors in Game 1 3-0, and then here in Game 2, the Reavers with a 5-run 3rd inning, and Iowa Western completes the sweep, catching Southeastern 8-5. The new softball and baseball fields have been busy. Busy. But next up, the dance team brings home the gold when we come back.
From the campus of Iowa Western, this is Iwtv News.
Listen, you're my friend.
I noticed you haven't really been yourself recently.
Yeah, I feel like something's up.
How are you?
Are you okay?
Is there anything you want to talk about?
I just want to know how you're feeling.
And listen, even if you don't know what to say, I'm here to talk.
No matter what you're going through,
I just want you to know I'm here.
I've got your back. When you want to talk, I'm here.
Action!
It's one of the crown jewels in Weaver Country, and it celebrates its legacy every year. Of course, I'm talking about Trio, and it's located on the second floor of the Student Center. Now, every student that's passed through its doors have appreciated it very, very much. And you want proof? Check out the wall. Success is written all over the wall. Faces of the future through this doorway and in this room, celebrating National Trio Day at Iowa Western.
We are a federal grant program, so we have 2 advisors on staff that work very closely with our students. So we do everything between class registration, financial aid, FAFSA assistance, finding scholarships, cultural events, transfer planning. We take our students on college visits.
I come in here and I'm able to study and get my quiet time in, because usually I don't have a lot of quiet time outside of school.
No. I would probably say you would be like...
Help me organize my week schedule from class to class, and I know as a student athlete, I'm busy between sports, school, and work.
They're just phenomenal people that have great stories. I know you took pictures of our alumni wall. That's 100 students and since 2019 that have graduated. They all have a story, and they are why we are here.
At 32 years of age, did you think you could do it?
I would not have seen myself here 2-3 years ago, no. And when I first started, I was kind of set up for failure, but when I found Trio, they actually gave me the confidence to keep going.
I would say our students are the best on campus. I truly love our students. They are why I come to work every single day.
Every single day, a number of the 175 Trio students make their way to the second floor of the Student Center. On this day, food on the menu, celebrating National Trio Day at Iowa Western. Everybody wins. From one celebration to another, we had some 5th graders visit our campus recently, perhaps taking a peek at their possible future, and yours truly got down to the heart of the matter. Their future could be through this glass, maybe.
How are you guys today? Are you ready to learn about healthcare?
16 different schools from around the area, or around 875 fresh-faced kids, make the rounds at Iowa Western as part of a 5th grade career fair.
This is listed as nursing. We expose them to a couple different healthcare occupations and what Iowa Western offers in those areas. Who's been to the doctor's office recently? Everybody probably has been to the doctor at some point, right? Medical assistant. I also include understanding a few of the different instruments we use in the healthcare area.
Because kids love instruments.
Yes, exactly. So they get to play with a stethoscope. Don't push, just set them in there. And then your heart is going to be on your left. And then your lungs are going to be on the right. Students, when they're in a nursing program. Also, I'm taking them on a tour so they can see the different mannequins in our skills lab and then our simulation lab. That's a great question. So her nose, they want to know what do the different health people do, and to be honest, a lot of it's can I touch that? They want to touch the mannequins and the brains and the hearts and different things. This is an operating
kind of reactions do you see on their faces?
Oh, I love, that's one of my favorite things is their reactions, and they get very excited. I take them in a tour in the simulation area, and each mannequin, their eyes just light up and they're just excited to be around. I am a nurse. I have been a nurse for I hope the 5th graders want to become healthcare workers, any kind, any type, any kind. Of course we want nursing. We need nursing, but I want any type of healthcare, help our people out.
But in here, a quick lesson on life and saving life. And then off they went for their next career field stop, the 5th grade career fair at Iowa Western. All heart. The Iowa Western dance team reason to celebrate, and why not? Another trip to the Sunshine State and the Iowa Western dance team in just its 2nd season, ready to take its show off the basketball court and spin on down the road to nationals in Florida.
I've been working hard on just building technical skills and hip-hop tricks. Felt your energy, like through your motions, just kind of building our vocabulary so we can add more into our routines.
It's possible because teams do it all the time.
So we've got...
Where's your motivation? Put it on center. Bring home a bigger trophy.
9 girls in our pom routine, 9 in our jazz lyrical routine, and then all 11 are doing the hip-hop routine.
2, 3.
This year we're like a family, like we do everything together. We bonded so much. And I just feel a lot closer, and we dance more as a team.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Their perseverance, I think, is their biggest strength. We've overcome a lot already this year.
I think our drive is completely different from where it was in August from now. It was more like oh, we're here to have fun and just let's have fun. And now it's like, all right, it's crunch time, like let's work, let's get it.
They put JUCO and NAIA together, so they call it open. So we're competing against some really talented 4-year programs. I believe if they do what they're trained to do, and they have the performance that I know that they're capable of, I think they can definitely walk away with a championship.
And they do. The Reavers pose for pictures after winning the national title in pom, placing 2nd in hip-hop and 3rd in lyrical dance. The Iowa Western dance team in just its 2nd season, ringing up a familiar song and dance in Weaver country. That's right, it never gets old in Weaver country. The Shootists are at it again. Try again and again and again as the new softball, baseball fields are keeping busy. After the break.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs? Just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed, and they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Because of you, I felt hopeless.
I know it was a joke, but it still hurt me.
Because of you, I felt wanted and not alone in this world.
Because you said hi to me on the first day of school, I felt included, and I knew that I was going to be okay.
play ball. And they have been here at the Dr. John and G. Marshall Softball Baseball Complex. It seems like yours truly is running from one field to the other. It just keeps me on my toes, that's for sure, and it's business as usual. The Dr. John and G. Marshall Softball Baseball Complex ready for its dedication. The 5th-ranked team of the country ready to score some runs. Second inning, Brandon Rogers with a base hit. Now the theme of this game, look out, Joe Colbeck hit by the pitch. And then Colbeck takes off. Bad throw. Rogers scores what would be the winning run. Later in the inning, Braden Smith smokes one to right. A 2-run shot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for Zip Reavers. And then, figure this out. 1, 2, and 3. 3 Lakers pitchers hit 9 batters overall, ring up the runs. Iowa Western wipes out the Lakes in 5, 13-0.
We made some mistakes and we took advantage of them for sure. And a lot of baseball sometimes is sitting there and allowing people to make mistakes.
You ever seen a game like this before, all those HBPs?
No, that was like, what was it, over 10, something like that? It had to be over 10. No, I've never seen anything like that.
I think we're in a great place. Tight group of guys. We all love each other. We all play for each other, and when we're down, we know how to pick each other up. So I think we're in a great place.
In a great place in Game 2, the home team sinks the Lakers 10-2. The 5th-ranked Reavers are now 24-2. The 5th-ranked Reavers chilling for the Blackhawks. Then comes the game. First inning, ouch. A bases-loaded walk, and Southeastern trots in with a 2-zip lead after just a half inning. But the home team comes swinging back in its half. Brandon Rogers skies to right. Make that second. Make that to where? Where is it? Rogers shifts into another gear and comes screaming around the bases for an inside-the-park home run. Iowa Western takes a 3-2 lead after 2 innings. In the 4th, shortstop A.J. Singer in the hole turns 2, 6, 4, 3, double play. Top of the 5th, look out, a wild pitch. The visitors score 3 times to take a 5-3 lead, and Southeastern KOs the Reavers 6-4.
It's like a tennis match where you don't get the serve over the net, and it's not taking anything away from the other team, but there's just a lot of unforced errors. Didn't have great execution at the plate as far as just, getting balls in play and at least forcing them to return the serve.
Game 2, a hit parade, each team with 13. Reese Harmon with one of his 3, a perfect bunt, and Iowa Western scores 3 in the 10th and splits with the Beehawks, winning 9-6. The 10th-ranked Reavers back at the dock for a date with the Tritons. First inning gets by. The visitors come in, grab a quick 3-zip lead, but the home team hits back in the 3rd. Iowa Western scores 3 times to tie, and then stays that way till bottom 5. Stoney, Alex Stone goes the other way for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Solo shot. And Big Blues up 4-3. But jot this down. Iowa Central, 5 runs in the 7th inning, and this one just turns them around. 1 run is in. Here comes another. The Tritons grab an 8-4 lead, and then here in the 8th, just a weird play. He's got it, bounces it, but there's no one there. 2 more score. I Central outscores the Reavers 10-8.
I was sloppy at times on both sides, and then I thought our hitters kept kind of challenging them, and then defensively we didn't make some plays and had some weirdness go on.
I thought we competed well, but I think we need to be aggressive from the get-go, and it takes a whole team to win a ball game.
I thought we battled well. There were a couple key moments during the game where, pitchers could have thrown better, the hitters could have, got that 2-out clutch hit.
We're in a lull, we're in a kind of low point, and so we're going to find out what we're made of.
Iowa Western's now dropped 3 in a row, but still the Reavers' record, 27-7. Meanwhile, the women's softball team and its new head coach continues to ride that emotional roller coaster, but then again, home run derby never gets old. The Reavers ride with the Rough Riders on a windy day. Very first at bat, Matea Martin ropes one to right. Baxter scores. Schneider comes home 2-0 home club. Crowther then drops one in the second inning. The visitors later score, tie it in the third, and then here in the fourth inning, a bunt base hit, and then an RBI groundout gives the Rough Riders a 3-2 lead. Blankets out, windy and cold. Now Crowder, 3 errors overall, just throws it away in the fifth. And Martin again with a solid shot to right. Iowa Western ties it, then goes ahead on the groundout. J.C. Carlo, 7 hits, strikes out 5. Big Lou holds on 4-3.
Great game. I love those back and forth games. It's a good team over there. So, and the girls did what they needed to do to manufacture a run. In this windy day, we're not going to hit bombs. So we've been focusing on that all week, on doing the small things right, and we'll push runs across. I like their fight. I like their willingness to keep going. You know, they're hungry. They want to get better.
Better in game 2. Catcher Cindy Schneider, a great grab. Iowa Western, a 5-run third inning. And the Reavers just throw out the Rough Riders again 5-4. Big Blue now 11-4. The Warriors can swing the bats. Very first inning, Claire tipped it, goes the other way. A 2-run shot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The visitors 7 runs overall on 10 hits, and the home team, nothing. The Reavers held hitless 5-3. Indian Hills just throws out Iowa Western 7-0.
Just about their approaches, and that we need to start making adjustments a little better, and we've got to turn the tide.
I think as a hitting team, we made her look better than she actually was. We swung at pitches that weren't the best pitches to swing at.
The Reavers have been swinging away, having won 4 of their last 6 and averaging over 9 runs per game. Blue skies greet the Reavers and Blackhawks for game 1 of 2. First at bat, Moira Baxter drops in a leadoff base hit. Olivia Calles follows and says ditto, and then Cindy Schneider smokes one to dead center for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. 3 hits, 3 runs. Maddie DePensier goes 6, 2 hits, and strikes out 10. All Iowa Western 8-0.
I threw a really big curveball game that was working really well as my drop ball.
I was looking for pitches to hit early in the count, and I think I'm most successful with an 0-0 count, so I go for balls early in the count.
I think we're still growing, and I think we're still trying to figure out our identity. The girls are really starting to understand what it is to enjoy playing with each other and what it takes to make team wins.
Team wins in game 2, 3rd to 1st. The Reavers strike out Southeastern 3-0. And finally, this program no longer just a bunch of shooting stars. On the other side,
listen to me. I am captain of the track team. And if I'm late,
she doesn't really think she's going to get out of here, does she?
Be nice. She's new. Hello, is anyone there? Ugh!
Wow. Even from our standards, you look awful.
Oh, sweetie, what happened? Me? My friend Becky got to talk to this super cute boy, and I tried to act like I wasn't jealous, but I so totally was. And then out of nowhere, this concrete barrier just popped up. Maybe it was a semi.
You mean you were driving?
Yeah. I mean, I know the whole eyes on the road thing, but this was a super important text. Maybe you have to know, Becky.
Texting? Great.
But it was only like 5 seconds, and I'm a really, really fast texter, so it wasn't even a big deal. Actually, has she texted me back yet? Wow, I get like no bars in this place. I wonder if they have Wi-Fi here.
Bye-bye.
Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably gonna turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right.
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
You know, it seems like every year these guys and girls hit their targets and come back with a lot of stuff. And this year, no exception, not by a long shot. I still can't believe all the stuff, all the hardware the shotgun sports team comes back with. And if you don't believe me, see for yourself.
Ball.
Iowa Western, right on target. That was 4 years ago. And now, the shotgun sports team, in its 5th season, can't miss. These shootists framing up targets and blowing them out of the sky at the National Collegiate Shooting Sports Athletic Association National Championships. Iowa Western shoots down all JUCOs and is on target, winning or placing high in every category.
We had a group of kids that came together that like to shoot, man. They do well together. They function well, they get along well, and they shoot well. It's kind of hard to beat. You know, we showed up and we had nothing but good weather. You know, the targets were awesome. The kids were having fun. I mean, they were in Las Vegas. You know, it's not like just shooting down at Harry Coke on a Wednesday. You know, this was cool for them.
You know, I'm just super happy about it, excited about it, you know, and ready to come back next year and do it again. Honestly, I didn't know what was going to happen. It was pretty new for us this year because we went to a different league.
It was really cool. Like, it was, I don't know, I'd worked hard for it, so it was like, cool. No, not at all. I told my mom not to come. I thought I was going to my butt kicked. Pretty cool. It was really exciting. I was really pumped. And I didn't go to bed till like 4 in the morning because I was still shaking.
I think it says that the school is willing to support the program, and that shows that we are able to have success.
Success comes early in program history 4 years ago, and now the sky is the limit for the shotgun sports team. The Reavers can't miss. Amen to that. Iowa Western continues to be on target for another banner sports season, and Reaver Country's not done, but I am. And so, for this latest edition of Iwtv News, here from the newly christened Dr. John and G. Marshall Softball Baseball Complex, I'm J.J. Davis, and as always, I'll see you around campus.
Iwtv is online. Like us, follow us, watch us.